Yo, what's the word? What's the word? Welcome back to Infinite Rocket. Welcome back to Master Duel, guys. And, yeah, man, hopefully everybody's day is going well. You feel what I'm saying? Renato just checked in and said that he was able to FTK someone with his Cold Talker deck again. And he got a replay, so you know we're going to tap in and see what's up with that. But just a reminder, he is a great duelist, and that Cold Talker deck is a very powerful deck. So we do expect greatness. I'll be right back, so give us a second. When we do come back, we will be engaging in some of this win deck. We want to see how this shit works. We're going to go to the story first to practice the setup, and then we're going to go right into a basic duel, a rank duel. Alright, so as you guys know, normally we build a deck from the bottom up, right? Meaning we take like a weak face and then we build up from that and just try to like see if we can go from there. But in this case, what we're gonna do is actually start off with the boss monster. So let's go to this let's go to the story mode so that it's actually worth what we're doing. We're gonna have to start a new story. That way we can attempt this and actually get credit for it. So the new story is the story of the IP Masquerade. Ooh. It has an animation to it. And there's a few duels. That's interesting. I actually would probably play this with one of my main decks. We're gonna chill on that for now. I'm gonna use one of my main decks because I actually like that a lot, and I don't want to mess up the story with doing like a bunch of asinine stuff. So let's get out of there. Nah, it's all good. It's alright. You could be AFK. Alright, so what we're gonna do is come to this challenge. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna face Weevil. Let's get that first match going. Let's face Weevil with this new wind deck. Basically, you want to see what it is we want to run, what we want to avoid, you know. You made a working, functional Dragon Ruler Borreload deck. I believe that. Dragon Ruler is dragon, Borreload is dragon, so dragons go good with other dragons. That makes any sense. Now, what doesn't make sense is this terrible hand. Yeah. Oh, we could reveal one in our hand and then normal summon. Yeah. But we don't have any to know. Yep, so with this, we will die. Alright, so we know right there we're dead. Let's just, let's end this. We died already. Two of those level 8s do not belong in a deck. Let's just be fair. Let's be very clear. Two of those level 8s. Yeah. There's only room for one of those. Two of them shits hurt. It was this. We had two of these in the hand. That shit hurt, man. We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah. We don't need that, but what we might need is something still wind related. Let me see something. What about... This is a very powerful card, and it's an old school card. A very, very old school card, but it's powerful. It's actually one of Bakura's. If I'm not mistaken, it was Yami Bakura's favorite card. Right, and that card is called Change of Heart. You're making an Earthbound deck? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna put in Change of Heart. Except the problem with that is we don't have enough ultra rare. Let's see if we got another ultra rare we can pop. We don't have enough ultra rares we can get rid of. You see, we could get rid of, wait, do we got an extra day of peace? No. Yeah, but we do what we can't get rid of it. Ah, we can get rid of heavy storm. Or we can add heavy storm to the deck. Actually, let's do that instead of change of heart. So we don't have to pop anything. Yeah, I think that right there makes a little bit of a difference. Alright, and so you're gonna run Earthbound. The Earthbound Immortals. That's pretty cool actually. The Earthbound Immortals are pretty decent. I haven't too much experience with them because so I used to play Duel Links a lot. And with my old profile, I had a lot of those characters, but I deleted it to help my nephews do some stuff. And yeah, I want to see if we can do this. So if I normal summon, I can normal summon in addition to my first normal summon. If I normal summon, I can add a similar deck card from my deck to my hand. And hopefully that lets me do another one. And then if I get all three of them out, it should be the strategy I'm trying to get. So we get one, that gives us this. Two, that gives us this. Now, none of these niggas can get special summons. That's the problem. That's the problem. None of these niggas can get special summons. And there's no tools. Wait, hold up. See, that would have been good. I could reveal a level 5 or higher. This turn I could normal summon another one. Oh, for one less. Ah. See, if I control a wind beast monster, I can immediately after that special summon another monster. But the problem is, I'm gonna normal summon another monster, but if I normal summon this gonna be kind of useless. Oh no, it's not. Oh. Alright, look. Oh, I think we got this shit. So we get the field card, right? We get the field card. We activate the field card. No! That was useless. It was supposed to let me... Ah, it sucks. We can banish this card. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this. It's gonna give him room to play shit, man. That's the whole shit. We're trying to block off that ability to play. That's another time. See, that off the rip just messed up half of what we did. We're gonna discard that. Send. You can target one card, equip it. Cannot attack insect monsters. And any effect that targets an insect monster gets negated. Right. But you still got a card in the field. That's the shit. That's what we didn't want. But now, this is how I'm gonna try to get past it. We're gonna normal summon, tribute, right? We're gonna pop this nigga. That way he don't got nothing on the field. Boom. Right? Which also means We can bring this back. We're gonna max C. Alright, cool. Now, it took a while to get that play, but we should be able to link summon now. Yep. Let's get that link summon. And 1, 2, 3. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should get a summon animation. Yes. So that's what we needed. So this is definitely the card for this deck. I just wanted to make sure for one we could do the summon animation. Alright, we boosted up some more. We could bring this back from the grave. Put it right here. It gets stronger. You can keep drawing cards, but it don't matter. Because now we're going to battle. 27 to your life. Your opponent cannot target this card or wing beast monster this card. Points to the card effect. During the end phase. Now what? Now we got in our turn. During the end phase, right? Now it says you can special summon one winged beast monster from your hand or deck with a level equal to or lower than the number of unused spell or trap card zones on the field. So it's 10 in total. No, 10 plus 2 is 12 in total. And I got 2 of those. So that means up to level 10. Like a special summon from my deck, nigga. Now, we're gonna go for the highest one. We want this nigga. Put him right there, right behind him. Increase the power up some more. And also, if you activate a spell or trap card, now, you activate a spell or trap card, you can tribute one wing beast monster, target one card in your opponent's field, shuffle it into the deck. Now, do I want to do that? What's this? Yep, damn sure do. So we're going to shuffle that shit. So it's going to basically, who I want to tribute. Let's tribute this. Now granted, it's all good, it's going to get banished, but it's all good. Yeah, that combo, it's during each end phase. Yeah, no. That's actually gonna be a thing, you feel me? That's really gonna be a thing. We're gonna go with this one. I'm loving this though, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm loving this. Then we drop that. But that's just to set it up, you know? Niggas gonna be hating on this, so they're gonna try to find a way around it. You figure deal me? But as it stands right now, that's game, fam. Let's go ahead and smack that. No, it ain't. He gonna get a card to his hand. He might be able to summon that shit. We're gonna see. But you can't target me with nothing, so I don't know how you're gonna do that. So we love training against AI. Yeah, it happens from time to time. You know I normally train against you. That's my training. You, my brother EA, you know, but if I don't find y'all instantly, I come to the AI to see. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand new deck, man. It's not like it's my Tingy or my Subterra or, you know, the decks that, you know, my Ninja deck with the Mitsurugi or the fucking Pirates. It's you know, it's in training. That's why it just says Wind. It don't even got a deck box really. It don't got no real name. It just says Wind. Now when you look at the other decks, you can see the difference in the aesthetics. First of all, when you press this right here, look at all of the cards got their shit, and this one's got blank. They got 3 blank. That shit don't even got an idea what it's trying to be yet. Man, this shit is just, it's in the lost and found right now. You feel me? This shit is trying to find its way through. But don't worry, you know how my decks get. Once this shit get principled, like look, you see how the Tingy monster, the Tingy deck, the back card is Garunix, and you know, you got the Mitsurugi, I forgot this nigga name, but you know, you see how all of these Poseidon, all of those cards in the back and shit, the Samorg Link monster is gonna be that back card. And then the 2 in the front, we gotta figure it out. But I gotta have at least 2 strategies in my deck before I use them to face U or EA. You feel me? Then I can decide what that third strategy is. But I like to have at least 2 already set up. You know what I mean? At least 2 in motion. So far we got 1 for this deck, and it's not even all the way put together, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's I don't know, man. It doesn't seem like it's getting into the strategy quick enough. Granted, I know I'm not supposed to be able to rush into it like that, but I just feel like it's something else I can do. Oh. I need to use that summon card. That summon wind or some shit. Yeah, because one thing about it, nigga, wind monsters are hard as fuck to use. They have, like, Yu-Gi-Oh does them a fucking terrible disjustice. The extra deck first, yeah, that's actually smart. Yeah, so when you go for the extra deck first, the benefit in that is that you can like very quickly decide what your ultimates, like you can have your boss monster out and you can fill your deck up with bullshit or like shit that you already got from other decks and just throw that shit together. I get that too. But I try to have my decks as unique as possible. So a lot, like, look, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put these 3 cards in, and I'm gonna show you my favorites. So a lot of my favorite cards, they're not in all of my decks, man. You know, Exodia, I love Exodia. It's just nostalgic as fuck, man. It's just, come on, man. But the original Exodia, not that fusion shit that could just kill everything. I like the shit that make you work hard for it. You gotta get all 5 pieces, nigga. You feel me? We got Dark Magician. That nigga's in the favorite. But actually, this one is not my favorite right here. So we're gonna take this nigga out the favorite. Hold up, homeboy. And we're gonna go to the related cards and put this one in the favorite, cause they go white. Alright, anyways, so let's go back to that. Wait, what? Oh shit, I'm showing related cards. Alright, so. Wait, why am I still... Okay, we're gonna go rewind that, and then... What the hell? Oh! Wait, what? Okay, I don't know how that thing got locked into Dark Magician. But anyways, yeah, as you can see, man, some of these cards are like, these are my favorite, these are like some of my favorite cards. I like the aesthetics of this, you feel me? Green, cat, you feel me? Like flowers and shit, plant life, these, I just like certain aesthetics, you feel me? This nigga, I like because he's a fucking assassin, he get double strike, you know? But it's like a lot of these cards, you see the Tenpai cards, this was once in my deck. Oh my goodness, this was once in my Tengi deck. I had to take it out. It was just too cheesy because you can instantly jump into the combo with that one monster. You know, now I can still kind of go into it, but I have just one layer, you know. With this in my deck, I had 2 layers. If you found a way to stop me from Tenpaiing you, I can still Tenpai you anyways. That shit was ridiculous. And there's no restriction on this card, so you can run 3 of these. Yeah, I had to take a shot on my deck, but that shit was just too much. But that's another one of my favorite cards, you know. But the thing is that I don't run all of these. What's this? Oh yeah, cause I had the nimble before, so I like the super nimble mega hamster, just because it's just nostalgic, and I like hamsters fighting back and shit. Look at that. I like weaker animals, or I like the underdogs winning, man. I appreciate that shit in life. So the god of archery. You know, we just got like a lot of shit, but a lot of this stuff, this right here, you know, but a lot of this stuff again is like, I don't put everything inside of all of my decks. Now with these monsters, you could probably be like, oh well, of course not, you know, whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of niggas will use some of the same monsters across the decks because they would go with like Ash, you know, Effect Vela, which you can have 2 to 3 of, and then you could just put them in your deck, and that takes up 6 cards from your deck. Out of a 40 card deck, you know, now you only got 34 cards you gotta make after you made your. That's for some people. I'm not saying that that's how you build your deck, but a lot of people go with that type of approach. And then these generic ass spell cards. So you run 2 to 3 dark holes. That's if you're not afraid of losing monsters. People are afraid of losing monsters. They're gonna go for Geki or Lightning Storm. You know, shit like this. Lightning Storm is pretty much a Regeki and Heavy Storm combined. Or pardon me, Regeki and like Dark Magic Attack rather. But yeah, man, a lot of these cards, Ultimate Slayer, I could have put that in every deck, you know, just to cheese niggas. It's like, okay, you want to play your extra deck? No, you don't. You know, Mage Power is another one. But we got each deck specific as possible. Like each deck is in their own specific lane. And so that's what makes building the actual deck itself a bit more challenging, because we're not aiming to like repeat anything. We don't want to have the same strategies, the same nothing. So this right here, we can probably, no, we can keep this. We can keep that at 3. We can keep that at 3, right? Now, I don't know how I fit, yeah, Miss Valley. Alright, so actually, we're gonna drop 1, 2, 3. How about that? Let's see if we squeeze that together, if that made a bit more sense. Yeah, but I definitely agree, man. Some decks you want to just go with the extra deck first. If you already know what it is that you're trying to go for. The thing is, when it comes to building this deck, or the decks that I build in general, what I want to have is like 3, it's almost like it's 3 separate decks in one, right? We're gonna have a boss monster, then a boss monster, then a boss monster. So this is actually somewhat bad. So what we're gonna do though is we're gonna let's go with setting the card. And end it on turn. We're gonna activate our trap. Some more sky battle. Takes a fill, he swings. Now, my mistake was setting that shit knowing it's so weak in defense. But that's alright. We're gonna swing into battle. Both our monsters are destroyed. And we're not hurt. We can't afford to take hits, so we gotta practice being able to see what will happen if we can't special summon this. So we end up taking a hit anyways and giving them more resources. And yeah, we can't play at all. So with that, yeah, it's pretty evident that we're done up right here. We can't even play anything. So we gotta relook at that. Yeah, we gotta relook at that. Let's go ahead and check this out real quick. Edit the deck. I wish you could skip the practice part of solo mode when you go to a new game. Nah, me too. That shit is aggy as fuck. It's like, bro, what? Why do we gotta practice? Practice? You talking about practice?
Not the game.
Not the game. Not the game. Practice. Like, what, nigga? Alright, so let's... Okay, so this deck so far is built off of the normal summon. We want to put a third one of these. We got 3 field cards. When the wind monsters, you can special summon 1 from your deck. So we're gonna pop one of these. So once we get it, right, look, once we get it to where we can just lock that combo in, and we can like jump into our strategy. We're gonna build 2 more wind decks. Understand this. We're gonna build 2 more wind decks with 2 other primary strategies, upon which we activate the spell card. Upon which we're gonna we can add 1, or you can send 1 to the graveyard. Normal summon. Bring out another one. Normal summon. Drop 1 to the graveyard. We're gonna bring out this one, cause this looks like a phoenix, you heard? Then we're gonna resurrect the phoenix, you heard? Yes, Lord. Oh, the man wanna hit us with a max C. Alright, say that. Say that, man. Now, from there, oh. If I control one, I can automatically normal summon the monster. So we're gonna normal summon the monster. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we're gonna go ahead and hit that 3-piece. We're gonna say, we're gonna say 1, 2, and 3. Right? This how you get that shit in motion for real. We're gonna take all 3 of them to that link. Now that is so wonderful. Just being able to play that monster. Now we're gonna go ahead and bring back one of the homies. You feel me? Then we're gonna go ahead and bring back another one of the homies. Now, this might be kinda stupid, but I have no choice but to at least attempt that shit, just to see if it's worth doing. So we're gonna just see if it's worth doing. You feel me? we're gonna go ahead and put a second boss monster. Oh yeah. The Bird of Sovereignty is on the board twice. Now, I do believe you only get one effect, so we're gonna end our turn. Sovereignty kicks off, and we're gonna bring out a boss monster. Yeah, we get one per turn. So bringing out two of those is useless, but it's actually okay, because when the wing beast you control destroy by battle while this is in your graveyard, you actually in hand. Ah, disrespect. We're going to pop that. We're gonna pop itself. Get rid of that. Man's got a shit ton of cards in his hand. Yeah, that's alright though. Terraforming, we get another one. Oh, he pulled it back. Oh. Play it again. But now, your opponent cannot target these monsters with card effects. Harpy, Feather Duster. Damn, dusted away my power. But during your end phase, you just gave me another monster. So it's all good. And with your Borolo deck, I have not been breaking because the Light Dragon, Ruler, and G listen any dragon, including all of my. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. That's called building your deck the right way, you heard? Yeah, that's called building your deck the right way, family. Yeah, we're gonna throw some battles. We're gonna go ahead and swing, nigga. Pow. Activate your effect. Okay, cool. You get a monster. You summon that oh, you bitch ass nigga. That was corny, son. Now during my end phase, I'm gonna get another monster from my deck. Cause that was corny, son. We're gonna pull this nigga out. Let's get it. Monster Reborn. He gonna take back my dragon. So we're gonna say hell no, nigga. We're gonna send this shit back to the hand. Oh, wait. Did I just find my first loot? Hold up. Did I just find my first motherfucking loot? Oh shit, can this shit get any more wicked right now? Watch, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I think I just found my first loot, yeah. I think we just did that, son. Yeah. Yeah, I think we just did that, family. Battle who? Okay. What? How is that even possible? Somebody explain to me how this nigga was able to die. It can't be targeted. But it's all good. Say that. Say that. Is you can add to your hand. Yes, Lord. You kill my monster. You resurrect the squad. Now, don't worry. Yeah, main phase too, nigga. You see, now you're in the turn. Guess what? From the hand, or the deck. So, this is actually my first loot. Yeah, this is actually my first two. I just popped the other ones of those. I popped the copies. I should have kept all three. I had 3 of them shits. These are ultra rare. I had 3 of them shits, bro. Yeah. Nah, I'm definitely gonna go to it. I'm definitely gonna go to it. Yo, this right here. That was a good play, but now that shit could still pop something off the field. 28. We can match it. We can get stronger than it actually. Oh, we can do that anyways at the end of the turn. Alright, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna battle. This shit is popping shit on the field, but that's alright. Activate. We're gonna go ahead and counter that shit. Put this shit back in the hand. Negate and destroy that shit. Fuck out of here, nigga. Yeah, now for all that fuckery, now we're gonna go ahead and pop that monster. You dig? Then we're gonna go ahead and end our turn. So now I know I don't need to have both of these on the field at the same time, because it's kind of useless. But what I can do is have, see, this nigga is stronger. Actually, yeah, we're gonna bring out this one just in case. So I know he can use some spell cards. And then I could use that to special something. Yo, this shit is wicked. I got some shit. And the Cold Talker FTK is one that went too. You banish cards so you can draw cards. Do I really want to stop that? Nah, you gotta do that. Do that right there. There's one, that one, too. And the answer is yes. We're gonna destroy this one instead, nigga. That's cool. Now, because you want to do that fuckery, we're gonna pull this one from the hand in its top position, because it can also stop effects. But since that effect is useless now we go with this one. You need to hand all your decks. Nope. Negate that shit, nigga. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Yo, what? Did I just... Oh, bro. I'm so mad I got rid of that card. I had 3 of them shits. I wouldn't probably run 3 of them. But, nigga. Nigga, what? Yo. Nah. That's actually low-key broken. Then this one comes out and brings out something that can protect a nigga life points. Bird protection. Ah, this shit is too wicked. This shit is too wicked, son. I like it a lot. You wanna... Oh! See, that was smart. We broke the combo. We broke the combo. But it was like, in a way, I did that on purpose to keep this shit alive. I did it on purpose. Listen, this shit keeps coming back. That shit keeps coming back. $29 and $28. Activate a monster effect. Alright. 24 to 18. Take the 600. Go to main phase 2. Oh wait, what? Why can't I use? Alright, say less. We're gonna end our turn and bring out another one. Gonna bring out another one, son. Gonna bring the protection. Man, even though he can keep piercing defense, that's cool. See, once you try to pop this monster, I'm gonna just get rid of this one. Oh. He tried to use that fusion. I mean, yeah, he tried to use that evolution card. Oh, it gotta be an insect that's equipped or something. So let's take this so that it's no longer equipped. How about that? You can draw a card, okay. We're Jackie. Wow. Wow. Man, she's a Jackie on me. Yeah, so this is not nothing too promising. Because we only got 2 of them, but we already used all of them already. So there's no way to really get past that. Only thing we can do is do like this. Banish this card, real one, if you do. That don't mean shit. You fucking kidding me, bruh. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm supposed to set some more cards. Oh, this game. Wow, sir. Wow, sir. But I will say, we did unlock some potential with this deck right here. We unlocked some potential. I realize exactly where we need to go with this. I'm so mad I popped the other versions of this card. Getting cooked by AI. Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is, fam. I just get cooked by everything. Alien card. Yeah, I'm trash, man. Yeah, you should know that. I'm garbage. So everything just defeat me. Alright, let me see. Listen, that combo is something different. Now, when I tell you, that combo is something different. It's already letting me know where I need to go with this. So we might need to have a double summon for starters. This is a really this shit is broken, right? No problem with these. We can reduce that down. Getting cooked by AI is crazy. It is crazy. A wing dragon, the wing guardian. Oh, excellent. Okay, nigga. That is killing. Spooky. AI is taking over, son. These niggas is evolving. These niggas is evolving, bruh. We're trying to take over the planet, fam. And Dragon Emperor. Say what? Super double summon? Nah, that's going too far, my boy. Let me know that. Alright, now, let me see. The deck needs some balance. It needs some balance. Split mirror of the underworld, that's not the balance that we're looking for. Alright, let's see. We just need some balance. Too many of these is not so. That card wasn't so relevant. What we want is, so the fact that our deck depends on, oh, I wonder if they banned this. This card might be banned. So it's a really old school card. It's probably like one of the most old school cards. They probably banned this card, man. It was literally within the first Dark Magician deck pack. Yeah, that shit's bad. If I go down to this bottom shit, I can almost guarantee once I add the ban list, that card pops up. Forbidden. Yep, definitely banned. Because the thing is, I was just thinking in my head, I could easily fuck paying 500 life points. Because the thing is, they know nowadays that cost isn't actually a cost. Right? What the fuck is 500 when you can like gain 20,000 life points and then immediately after paying 500 you can normal summon or set a monster? That makes it so that like what, nigga? You can literally play out your whole deck. As long as you're summoning monsters that search for other shit, you can literally play out your entire deck with that. And so yeah, that's it makes sense that they banned it. Damn, dog. That's like a really old school card, though, bro. That shit was around since the beginning. Since the beginning, man. Oh, we can still kind of, basically, we don't want the opponent to, be able to have like a, we don't want them to have a back row. Let me play out the back row. So, MST, we can drop 2 of those in the deck for now. That helps. Maybe need another double summon and drop 1 more monster. In which case, we'll probably, So this Thunderbird, right? Mist Valley Thunderbird, if I'm not mistaken, that's also this bird right here. But I am mistaken because it's not the same. That Thunderbird is actually a bit greenish, and its element is actually thunder. And this is yellow with winged beast as an attribute. Let's look at the Thunderbird and see the nigga cards. It's the Avion. Let's look at related cards for the Avion. The Thunderbird, but I thought it was like another form of this thing, right? Didn't we ever look at his story? So maybe that is just what becomes that. Now this bird with the 4 wings, it's so weird. Wait a minute. No, this is so weird because there's only 1 boss monster for the Mist Valley cards. Yeah, it is. The other one is that monster that I just got rid of. Oh my goodness, that was ridiculous. But it was for a reason. To get the other boss monster that we needed, to get this. So, which I think is actually a bit more effective. But this is such a powerful ass card, man. This is almost always the first thing to get. Yeah, let's just see if we can run out again like that. We still need to even out that score though. We got 1 extra monster for some reason. Maybe Tornado Bird. Good, 2 cards. We'll get rid of this card. Wait, let me see. No, that might be a combo right there. Yeah, no, it's alright. So we'll get rid of this. It's 3 of these niggas. We don't need 3 of these. We can add. You can send 1 from your deck to the graveyard. Yeah, that right there. We can go without. And then we'll probably run another jungle summon. So the key ultimately is that we want to have as many summons as possible within our first turn and stuff. Oh shit, girl. Circles is broken. So is the rest of the lot. We got that one plus this one. That makes 2, 3. Oh, okay. So we can special summon. If you control a wind monster, you can normal summon, and it costs 1 less. So let's see how that goes. So first we're gonna pay 800. Right, it's a special summon. Boom. And then we're gonna activate this field card. Alright. Then we wanna activate this field card again. Oh wait, what? Oh, but it's not a win-win beast. That is a win-win beast. What's going on? Whatever. Oh, now I can do it. Yeah, that's pretty decent. Then we set 1 card, and we end our turn. Now the problem with that is, yeah, it's strong, 3200 on the field, but it can be dealt with. And I can't really react to anything with anything. AFK for, oh, you AFK for a bit? Alright, that's cool. So we don't want a bunch of summon stones in our hand and our deck. This is actually something that's slowing us. We'll probably run one of these. Straight from that T on my turn. We'll probably run one of these summon stones. It's not too good to have 2 of those. Damn, I think this card 1 turn too late, huh? And that is lame. I lose right there. Yeah, I won't do it. But this one. But he blocked it. They blocked it. So, yeah. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. So the good thing is, you guys can see that this deck is something that can be defeated. And Weevil is the first level in this storyline process, so it shows that it can be defeated somewhat easily as well. So I don't want to hear anything when this deck is complete and I'm putting belt to ass and shit like that, because right now you guys can see the beginning of this whole process. You can see it from the very start where there is no nothing. Actually, this deck was built and then broken down to be reconstructed, and that made it weaker. It was already somewhat weak, but that just made it a lot weaker. Now, but from that, we were able to decide some things. We were able to decide something. Right now, what I'm thinking, I don't really like too much of these misvalue cards. They're just like really clunky. You can special summon this card from your hand. By returning one from the hand. Okay. So, what if now the thing is, right, is that you need to have a bunch of you need a bunch of special summons, man. We want that one of these. You need a bunch of special summons, and that's where it could get a little tricky. Depending on normal summons could hurt us, so we're gonna drop both of these for one each actually. We're gonna go ahead and generate this. See, the thing is a lot of people mess up a lot with thinking that they're supposed to be invincible from the get-go. Like they're never supposed to lose or never take a loss, and that's why they lose so frequently. And so, one thing winners can tell you collectively is that we learn how to win by losing. You know, you take those losses and you turn them into lessons. But most people have this idea that for whatever reason, they just can't lose. And that is a terrible frame to have in life, for me. It just doesn't serve me to think like that. So I'm quite fond of losing, actually. It's something that does me justice. Now, I want to be able to... This nigga keeps coming back. No, hold up. It's this nigga. No, that's when I burn first. This nigga that keeps coming back. Yes. Lord of the Storm. Not gonna hold you, I absolutely love that card. I do. Now, I know the reason why this deck isn't as strong as it could be, and it's because I don't have the dark side. If I add the dark side to this deck, it'll just make it that much more broken. Alright. This is also wind on the field. Oh wow. Alright, so this eagle, especially because I already like eagles anyways. Now the thing is that I did not realize that this is also a wind type monster. While it's in the field, which is definitely, we're not going to use it from the hand too much. So with that being said, I think that, and I just popped this card, which I had a bunch of these. This shit is crazy. I should have took more time to actually think about what I was doing with some of this. But anyways, we're gonna add that and generate one so that we can add another one. Yeah. We got 2 of those. That makes a difference. It says during your main phase, if you normal or special summon a winged beast monster, you can reveal this card in your hand. Immediately after that, probably after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 Cyborg monster. If this card is normal summoned, you can add 1 Cyborg monster from your deck. Or summon from your deck to your graveyard, and then add 1 Cyborg for the trap. Which would have been this. But whatever, man. Alright, now we got 2 of those in the deck. But we might actually need a 3rd one. So we do that, and then we take out one what is this? You can special summon from your hand. Well, it's a small chance I'll be able to set Tornado Bird, and that actually just got me killed trying to set that monster. I think that's actually pretty clean right there. I think that's pretty clean. So we're gonna be okay with taking a loss if that's what we gotta do, but we're gonna do an online duel, do a ranked duel real quick, and see how that goes. So this is the first ranked duel for this deck, and we really don't know what to fully expect. But what we do know is, I hope your timer is getting too low. What we do know is that we should be able to at least see how we can get this thing in motion. We're going second. That's cool, that's cool. Then after. Draco Tails. Nice. How did I not know? Oh, they say that you got Malvika coming up in the new Genshin. Malvika, Nicole, Varka, the Riding Shogun, Columbina, Hugh, Drone, and fucking Spirit. Yeah, that's gonna be something. Oh shit, my fucking. There we go. Yeah, dry and crusted. God damn. Yeah. That part. Just starts flicking as soon as it's white. Like crack, 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 crack. Like, damn. Alright, man's got the Draco tail with a bunch of trap cards that just basically say negate, negate, negate. I already know because that's pretty much what this win deck was given in the beginning. It was like, we're using Draco tails. We might still throw the Draco tails in here because I didn't pop those cards. You know what I'm saying? And that right there, it's a little something, something. Some negate behind everything else. Yeah, that might still be the glue. We might use that Draco tail for the glue right there. You said I'm cooked? Yeah, probably so. It's a brand new deck that I just threw online, so yeah, it's a good chance I'm cooked. I just dueled against the AI a couple times to see what strategies I would actually go for, and even in that process I lost. So I didn't come to the online dueling after winning and like with boosted confidence and anything like that. I came after losing, and I'm okay with losing again if that happens. You know? But I don't know if I'm cooked just yet. You know, have you ever built a Miss Valley deck or what's this thing, Simoric? You never know what happens until it happens, fam. You gotta get a deck a chance to spread its wings. You gotta get a deck a chance to spread its wings. First of all, no, but I really don't think you can win. Yeah, but why not? Don't I beat you? You would win in this duel, right? You think that you could win, but you don't think that I would be able to win. Alright, but you think that you could win this duel though. Let me just piece that piece together. You don't believe that I could win, but you do believe that you could win, right? Let's just start with that part. Never happened for real. I never lost. Yeah. Yeah, I'm fully aware of that, actually. You never lost a duel. You are the grand champion that never loses, and not even once. And damn. Ouch. Damn, son. Too bad I'm actually brave enough to duel. Unlike most people, bro. Too bad I'm actually brave enough to duel and not fell away about taking a loss. Because, yeah, maybe I wouldn't experience the things that I get to go through. And I'm more than grateful. Trust when I tell you. I'm more than grateful. Now, for those who actually believe Minato and believe that I've never defeated him, on this channel, you'll find a section that says Duel Academy. It's like the heart of the Yu-Gi-Oh! For my overall channel and stuff like that. That's where you would go to find all of that stuff, you know. And when you go to that section on Duel Academy, you'll see one of the accounts there says Dark Magician. When you go to that channel, right, when you go to that channel, you'll scroll down, you'll see duels from that account itself, right? So you'll see duels from that account, but you'll also see duels from the overall channel that's under, the Duel Academy stuff. You'll see duels from that account, which is primarily hosted by my wife. You'll see duels from Dark Magician Girl. But the thing is, when you go down to the bottom, right? So I end up facing duelists that tell me that I can't win, or that they know I'm gonna lose, and all of this stuff and all that. So I made a section for those duelists. One is my brother EA, and another one is Minato. So you'll see beating EA as a category on the Dark Magician profile, and then you'll also see beating Minato as another category, because these are people who I beat, and then they repeatedly come into the live stream and say that they've never lost, or that you know, stuff like that. And Starving Venom stuff, it doesn't lock you into anything. And then there are Dark Monsters, not gonna lie, I mainly said you was gonna lose because they look at the field. No, I get that. And listen, I don't feel no way. I knew I was gonna lose too. Yeah, you're one of the duelists that regularly says you don't lose against me. So you have your own spot on the profile. You have your own particular section. This is for the people that's in denial. Like everyone else is just like, oh wait, good duel. But for those who are in denial and say, no, I never lost. You cheated. The game cut off. No, my cards, I had the wrong hand. No, it's only because it's true, I'm superior, I'm him. Yeah, but we got the footage though. So again, this is why I was making my statement to begin with. For all those who want to believe this, we have the proof. Oh, I get to go first. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, family. How did they let me do that? How did they let me do that? Alright, we're going normal summon right here. I'm 99% sure the only excuse I've ever used is I simply brick. I don't even use that excuse. First of all, you use hand traps. I don't use any hand traps. Look, let's be clear. When it comes to dueling, you can't tell me that you're a superior duelist if you can't even duel without the handicap of the game. Like, what? hand traps are made for people who can't duel. So when you're using that, you're saying you can't duel. Why would it? How can I think that that's competing with me at all? Like what? I don't feel no type of way about that, because at the end of the day, it's not. Now, can you duel as a duelist? Yes. But what I'm telling you is that using hand traps are made for duelists who cannot duel. So the moment you duel like that, then games, I'm not gonna lie, most of those times it's because either of the decks is like incredibly weak as hell, like Altergeist going second. Not really. Bro, I got footage of beating you with multiple different deck styles, including your, should I go with this one? You can try again. Yeah, including your, whatchamacallit? Including your, decode talker. Like, I've beaten all of your deck types. I don't know where you get that from. You can reveal this card after this. Yeah, you know that for a fact. I've beaten every deck type that you have, bro. And I mean, it's okay. But it doesn't mean that you know, you're not a good duelist or anything like that. What I'm trying to get at is that even for me, I don't think that because I beat you, I don't think that because I beat you, that it necessarily makes me a better duelist. This is my point I'm trying to explain to you. Because I beat a lot of duelists. It doesn't mean, it doesn't really mean much. Not for me at least. It doesn't serve me. My thing is this, right? I don't think that a person I know I just love I know I just love being a little egoist. If you know what I mean, it just feels good to do some BS and win and go. No, I get that, and there's nothing wrong with you having an ego. Let me see, we want this. Yes, we want this. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you having an ego. Now, mind you, this is another online duel, fam. This is another online duel. Can we do this the right way? Can we do this the right way this time? I think it's about to get ugly. I'm not gonna hold you. I think it's about to get ugly. I think this is the first. Yo, wait a minute. That means I could save this video. Wow, did we get progress today or what, nigga? I think I gotta save this shit. What, nigga? Hold up, we're gonna resurrect. We can resurrect all them niggas, but we gonna chill because I just don't know what's going on. I just don't know what's going on right just yet. Now I'm gonna tell you, this shit right here, when a card or effect is activated, yo, bro, you don't understand how cheesy this is. Let me explain to you how this is a strategy I just learned. I just learned this combo. It's not the best in the world. It can be broken too. And I could have put another monster on the field to save myself from having to pop one of these, but it's okay. It's okay. Because it's just like, we used to play Blue Eyes. Yeah, man, I like not knowing the main strategy and then learning it as I go, because it's like, oh, that's what I can really do, man. This right here is about to be a thing, though. Watch when I tell you, watch when I learn this shit for real. Like when I really learn this shit, it's gonna be crazy. He activates Dark Magician effect. We're gonna negate that. I'm gonna send this back to the hand. So we're facing Dark Magician. That is literally my first deck. Even though this is a win deck, unfortunately, I'm gonna put the pressure on that ass. I'm not trying to let up, son. Dark Magician is broken. Like, we know Dark Magician is broken. So we can't get no chances for this right here. Normal summon. He's gonna go for the circle. Good chance. This is a good chance he's gonna go for the circle. He might not. He might go for the fusion card. He might go for the fusion, but it's a good chance he goes for the circle. What y'all think? I think he goes for the circle. He got 3 cards in hand. I think he goes for the circle. It's the circle. I don't know. Now he plays the circle right now. His face down card is Eternal Soul. He plays the circle. We pop the circle before he get any ideas. We put that shit out, we get rid of it. Now, even if he pops this, we could rebuild the whole board. So we discard 1 Wind Beast and return all the spell and trap cards back to the hand, which will bring back all 3 of our monsters from the grave, which we can then use to link summon and recreate the Bird of Sovereignty. He's going to collect his cards, and there's a good chance he's going to set a card and end his turn. Yep, the turn's ended. During the end phase, we're going to bring Avion back onto the field. You know, because he got that face down card, and we don't really like those face down cards. This is Dark Magician, family. This is Dark Magician. Hold up. We're going normal summon. Yeah, nigga, we're going normal summon. Hold up. Hold up, wait, nigga. Yeah, this is game. This is online. You told me on my last one I was gonna get smoked regardless, right? This is online, fam. What's happening? This right here is online, gangland. Against a random. This deck is new. Now you just seen me put this shit together. I started the live stream putting this deck together. That's how this deck. I mean, so it was 2 hours ago. At the most, we had 2 hours with this deck. At the maximum. That's game, man. Come on, man. That's game. 17 at you. And we could have got rid of that face down card to build up more monsters. We just didn't want to. Mirror Force. No, you don't. No, you don't. We're gonna send this nigga back to the hand. Nope. Now, smack. The man might scoop. Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? The man might scoop now. Come on now. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. What happened? Come on, man. Let's see what's going on. What is going on? Yes, family, we charged up. We gotta be. We gotta be. Now, we can bring those monsters back from the graveyard, right? So that's what we gonna do. Because just in case a nigga wanna just, you know what I'm saying? The nigga wanna just summon a monster or something. You know what I'm saying? He might just wanna summon a monster. So we're gonna just put that right there and just let it chill. Like, we don't even need to go no further than that. We're gonna just let it chill. Turn ends. During that end phase, let's bring out another boss monster. Now, it's just so ridiculous how we can just bring out boss monster after boss monster off of one single play, off of one monster. It's a continuum of boss monster after boss monster in which case they don't like spells and traps. So your back row is blown the fuck away. You put it down, blow it away. You put this up, blow it away. You activate that effect, blow that shit away, nigga. When this deck gets complete, it's gonna be a lot of crying. Now, one thing I can say for a fact, never once, not one single time, are you gonna find hand traps. We don't do it. We do not do it, bro. We just duel. That's it. We just duel. That shit is canceled. Get rid of that card. I'm gonna put this back in the hand. Pop that shit, throw it to the grave. Now you stuck with your last 3 cards. Know what you got? The man might scoop, man. The man might scoop. Talk to me. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Scoop that shit the fuck up. This is my point I'm trying to explain to y'all. I'm trying to explain. You said, is Infinity really a hand trap if it's a trap card? Scoop that shit the fuck up, man. What I'm trying to tell you, this is a brand new deck, bro. It's a brand new deck, my nigga. Where's the excuse? That's a Dark Magician. Dark Magician they just gave him a new power up. They just powered the Dark Magician back up, bruh. That was the goal for this right here. If you want to see more dueling, tap into Duel Academy, man, because one of those duelists from the Academy will be dueling, whether it's Dark Magician Girl, Stoner Gamer Girl, or even this account. But for right now, we're gonna definitely save that because we gotta work with that right there. And yeah, man, just nothing wrong with hand traps, right? I'm not knocking hand traps. What I'm trying to explain to people, right, is if it's a part of the game, then it's a part of the game. So it's meant to be there for a reason. So I'm not knocking it. That's like saying, oh, you a basketball player, but you can only get past niggas because you do crossovers. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's a part of the game. So I can't knock you for doing it if that's what you got to do. But what I'm saying is that niggas can't tell me that they're a better duelist than I am when their decks is filled with hand traps. I have no hand traps. Alright, that's one. My deck, most people have a deck, right, that has one primary engine, and they'll put in some generic cards to speed that one engine up. My deck has 3 separate engines in each deck, and sometimes those engines contradict each other. Alright, that's another thing. On top of that, I build my decks with a story. Y'all niggas is not building decks with stories. Y'all just putting the best cards that go together, the most powerful cards. My shit is actually creating a story from the beginning to the end, and I can go to any one of these decks and show that, right? And then on top of that, I still win against the meta. That's my point. So this is what I mean by niggas can't tell me that they're a better duelist than me. I'm using everything that, I'm using the cards that niggas are not using. The cards people are avoiding because they're so weak, and I'm making them work anyways. I'm taking a lot of combos and strategies that niggas are discarding because they feel like, oh, this shit can't work. I got this card that can stop everything, and I just beat that shit anyways. You know, I avoid the decks that people are like specifically saying are insane. Like, I could have won Exodia when that shit was going crazy. Malice, Ryzeal, a lot of these shits, you know, and it's like no point of me doing that. People clowning me for using the Sage. It's the level 1 ritual in the code. No, but that's my point. That's the point I'm getting at. Now, you see how you do that with your Cold Talker deck? I do that with every deck that I have. I take cards that people be like, oh, that's stupid. Why would you put that in your deck? And I'm beating the shit out of niggas, and it's all footage, bro. That's why I made an account. Before I didn't make the account because I could just whoop niggas and everybody could just lie and say, oh no, it never happened. But now I record it and like, now there's proof. The proof is in the pudding, like, nigga. You know, and so, but this deck is gonna lose a lot more. I expect at least another 50 losses with this deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to back. I expect at least 50 badly beat down. But once that shit is constructed, see, we got strategy 1 put together. I beat a nigga online with this. I mean, that strategy 1 is good. So I'm gonna leave this part of the deck alone. We're gonna stop fucking with this deck. We're gonna go create another win deck from scratch. You feel me? It might be the drag unity. It might be 50 losses. Yeah, no, you know why? Cause I like to lose, man. You don't get it. Why you think the 10 Yi keeps spanking everybody? You don't get it. The 10 Yi had to lose a lot of times first. You see what I'm saying? Why you think the 10 Yi can just whoop niggas as soon as the game starts? As soon as the game starts, the duel is finished. But why you think that's the case? And you can see that I can show you. I show niggas the whole shit the whole time. Show you my whole layout, every card in my deck. Exactly what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, every single card. And it still wins. And then I duel against niggas and I let them see my hand because I'm dueling online and I still win anyways. Because I lost 50 times. I lost 50 or more times. You have to lose to win, man. 2 L's make a W. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta lose to win. Like this deck right here. Now this deck, this ninja deck, it needs a couple more losses. Cause you know how to use them really. Yeah, but you know how I know how to use them really good? Because I kept getting fucked up, bruh. You gotta understand, son. I'm a martial artist, right? I go into any area in life, and if anybody talking like they want to fight or some shit, I feel comfortable, nigga. I don't feel no stress. But you know why? I got beat up in real life a lot, nigga. Like before I got into kung fu and all that shit, I got beat up a lot, like in the hood and all that shit, like on regular timing. So you gotta go through your losses to get your wins. This deck right here, it needs another 10 losses. It needs like another 10 to 15 losses before I can really like put niggas in the clinch. My wife uses this deck for me a lot though, my ninja deck. But you see, I'm just naturally talented with some types of decks. I used to use the gimmick puppet. No, listen, the gimmick puppet is a nasty ass deck, bro. Listen, that deck, that's a nasty ass deck, bro. That gimmick puppet is a nasty ass deck archetype. I'm not gonna hold you with that. That shit is nasty, bro. Oh look, yeah, I know these cards are some of my favorites for the deck. IP and SP. They came out with new versions for them, bro. Yo, my wife got them. And she got the third one too. They got these two, the new version, and then they got a combination, nigga. But anyways, no, gimmick puppet is extremely broken. You control your opponent's turn pretty much. That shit that's some nasty shit. That's some possession shit, nigga. So I like that a lot. I do like that. And a lot of decks can run that way. Some decks are just suited for certain duelists. I admit that. There are some decks that just fit you, you know. Like my wife with the Rika, you know, she just randomly picked a Rika deck and it just fit her. You know, she just out of nowhere started whipping ass with it, you know, and then as time went on, she started modifying and added some things, but you use IP and SP except and a not so good deck because all of my decks are normally only have like yeah, and so I couldn't listen. I always wanted to use these cards, right? IP because she's like a cat woman, and I really like that. But also, and SP too. But the thing about them, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The main reason why I wanted to use these cards is because every time I would duel a nigga, as I was building my 10U deck, and like I was like one attack away from killing a nigga, they would always use fucking IP or SP. I'm like, fuck, you banished my card for one turn. You saved yourself for one turn, and that one turn could change the entire duel. So I was gonna put it in my deck for my 10U deck, but I just was like, it's kind of too cheesy. I don't want to use a card that's beating me in my deck, because that's just like a fear tactic, you know. It's like being afraid of losing to it. So but I wanted to utilize it in a different way. So I'm like, how can I use them? But they're dark monsters. So I put them in my dark deck, my ninja deck. Yep, I put them in my ninja deck, which is a dark ninja / reptile deck, which gave room for the Mitsurugi too. And that just made this shit a little bit more broken. We played with a few cards here. You see we got Time Thief. This is another nigga. Yo, this nigga, and see, like, this is an entire deck. So this is the point that I'm making when it comes to like building these decks. this is not about the fact that I could build this deck, right? I could build this entire deck, and I probably got most of these cards anyways. There's another monster. My wife got it. There's a link monster that has the 3 of them or some shit. There is a third. There is a third. Let me see if this is. I'm saving that girl. But there's a third monster in there. But anyways, my point of that is that this is an entire deck by itself, the Time Thief. But this is a ninja deck. So this is what I mean by keeping up with a story too. This is a ninja deck. So we got SP Middle Knight. She's a ninja. You can see she has a ninja mask. She has a fucking ninja headband. She's using kunai. You know what I'm saying? And she has the power of banishing. Right? That's like smoke bombing. Boom. And the same goes for IP, Masquerena, also another ninja, as we know. She's very symbolic to Catwoman, who we also know trained in ninjutsu through the world of Batman. Ancient dragons helping out the new age dragon, the rocket. No, and now listen, you're another duelist that I can say has like stories in their decks. Because one thing I can say for a fact, this is one thing I can say for a fact, your fucking Code Talker deck, that's story bound. That's see, that's the way I build my decks, man. That deck is story bound because you have all of the pieces of what could happen. You know, you play one and you can watch that character evolve. It's like having an anime. You get what I'm saying? The ancient dragons are dragon rulers. No, that's a fact. But you see, like, this is like a bunch of different various ninjas. And the cards that are not ninjas, right, they're reptiles, because this is somewhat paying homage to Sasuke, right? As you can see, we got the Sinful Spoils, Snake Eyes to represent Sharingan, right? And at one point we had 3 of them for the 3 Sharingan eyes, the 3 Sharingan Tomas, but we reduced it down to 2 so that it's 2 eyes. So you can use the eye with either one. And then this, of course, we got Flameberg to keep that consistent, right? And Flameberg is also the fire dragon technique that Sasuke goes for. Sasuke was trained by Orochimaru, who is a reptile lover, a snake master, and because of that, we get the reptiles in this deck. Which is outside of Mitsurugi, so it's not. Mitsurugi was added to the deck because we already had reptiles with ninjas, and as you can see, this guy is on top of his snake, the same way Orochimaru or Sasuke would be on top of that snake. I forgot the snake in the Naruto series, but it definitely reminds me of that snake right there. Again, we could have went with the entire Mitsurugi. You see, we have this card. And we could have thrown that in the deck, but we did not, because it's not about Mitsurugi, it's about Dark Ninja Reptile. And so, like this right here, Lamia, she has nothing to do with Mitsurugi or the average reptiles in this deck, but this is a Dark Reptile monster, which can give us reptilian monsters. You see what I'm saying? Which is another archetype for this deck. We got reptilians, you know, but so this Time Thief is just ninja tactics. Time, teleportation, speed, pew, you know what I'm saying? It's ninja magic. Dark monster. So we want to keep a theme, you know. Now we do got fire cards in this deck. The Flameberg collection, the Snake Eye shit. But Fireball Jutsu is something that the Uchiha did. So this is like keeping, and as you can see the title, it says Uchiha Ninjutsu Sharingan. So it tells you where we're going with it. You know, Jura Kung Fu, this is based off of how I actually fight in real life. The Mighty Kraken, this is based off giving my brother Key some homage. You feel what I'm saying? This deck, this Wind deck, is ultimately going to pay homage to my wife. We haven't gotten the complete setting yet, so we didn't want to give it a title just yet. The CJ deck is giving homage to my little nephew. Cause he likes robots and like strong, like Hulk is one of his favorite superheroes. So he likes really bulky, strong type of thing. This is one of the few power decks I actually have. As you can see, most of my decks, even in this deck, we don't go over 3,000 attack points. It's just something that I keep consistent. That's another thing that I do. Like, I restrict myself a lot. You know, I can make my cards a lot more powerful and my deck a lot more, because we have the cards, we have the means for the cards. I just won't let none of my monsters go past 3,000 attack points. So this way, if you have a Kaiba type of deck or anything related of, you have a chance to defeat me. I don't want you to not be able to win, because it wouldn't be fun. So I want you to be able to win, but I still need to keep my combos in there just in case I want to turn the duel around, you know? We have to make it normal and normalize not being afraid of losing, and actually just being able to have fun as a duelist, man. I think a lot of people need to go back and watch GX. Jaden was really big on having fun as a duelist, man. That's another reason why I got so good as a duelist is, I'm like Yugi in the sense that, you know, I'm dueling with a purpose. And that every card in my deck has a specific intention, in which case we can call upon any card in the deck for whatever situation. That's the reason why we have certain call cards in our deck too. But also, I'm like Jaden in the sense that I don't care about losing so much. As long as I have fun with the duel, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. So we gotta practice that more. Those ancient dragons will do that. Oh yeah, now before I do make this last move, what I'm gonna do is, yeah, we got a new pack. Alright, let's open up that pack. So we're gonna go to the one of the other profiles from the Duel Academy, but I'm gonna write down Minato's Duelist ID. Yes, finally we get Dark Magician. Bless me, nigga. I'm gonna write down his Duelist ID, and then we will go to that account from the other account, and we will showcase some duels from you. But we're gonna get off of this account because I just wanted to prove that thing, and I actually just need to get that content real quick. I need to be able to see the Win deck do its thing, and we got it, man. We got an online duel, fair and square, against Dark Magician, none less. And, you know, this is what we really, really need to get. That Prismatic Magician Soul. I think that's how my brother got it. He's trying to flex like he bought that shit, but I think he got it from this. Where's the mommy? You got exactly what you wanted? That Vice has? You did not want Vice has. You're building that deck? Do you remember when I was using that deck? I broke that shit down. Let me show you that before I get off. Do you remember me using that deck? I literally, do I still have it? Yeah, you do? Yo, I had that. You hear this right here, the Crusaders. No, not the Crusaders. Yeah, it was in the Crusader deck. Yo, this shit was so broken, bro. Oh, you said yes, you did want that card? But look, I got rid of those cards. I had all of those cards, bro. I literally have this is one of those. You want to make a Noble King, a Noble Knights deck fighting with your... Ooh, I like that. See, that's a good theme. This the card you just got? Is this the card you just got? I popped this shit, bro. Like, I got rid of this nigga. This card is broken because when you bring him out, you could just bring out this. This shit climbs up a ladder, nigga. It climbs up. It's like, you bring out this, and it brings out this, and it brings out this. That shit is crazy. Yo, this deck is broken, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. I had to put this shit up because this nigga right here, niggas was crying about, bro, you know you can't do nothing to this nigga? You cannot do nothing at all to this nigga. And niggas kept crying about it. And if you battle him, he gains your attack points. So you automatically die. And yo, this nigga, alright, let me just put you on. When this card is linked summon to the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, monsters, their monsters cannot target this card for attacks. No, you cannot target cards for attack except for this one. So you have to attack this nigga, and you can't use no effects on him, right? You can't target him with no effects. Now, you can say, oh, but I can still use a blanket effect on him. But you remember how I built my deck. See, I took these cards out of my deck, but I still got the blueprint on them. Let me see. Is this it right here? Yes. Target one Crusadia monster you control. That Crusadia monster is unaffected by card effects this turn except for your own. Now, how did I make sure that card? But you see, I would just overpower it with print. Yo, bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I think you might, if you really believe that, you might really be retarded right now. I'm gonna tell you the truth. There is no way possible for you to outpower that monster with strength. This is why I broke down the deck, bro. This is the reason why I broke down the deck. Let me go back and read that card for you very slowly. Dark Fluid cannot work, bro. Listen. Now look, hold up now. I'm gonna show you something. Just because you said that. 13K. Wow. Listen, I'm gonna show you something. Watch this. I'm gonna show you this right here, then we're gonna put an end to that debate. Because, nigga, I have Dark Fluid. That's one of my favorite fucking cards. Like, one of my favorite ever. Because on Duel Links, that's the strongest card on my entire account. It's literally my strongest card in the entire account. So, I'm gonna put you on to something. Right? Now, we got Dark Fluid. Now, hold on. Neo Tempest. You can use Neo Tempest or you can use this one. Now, this one right here gives you 13K, right? Because you're gonna gain 10K, and then you're gonna put the 3K on top of that. So you got 13,000, right? Now watch this. This is shit that the niggas don't understand. Okay, the Crusadia monster is unaffected by anything. Now I'm gonna tell you something. You can't stop this nigga from being on the field. He's on the field first turn. I can show you the replays of that. He's on the field first turn. Why? Because you summon any Crusadia monster, anyone, you link one. Bam! When this card comes out, now the Crusadia monsters, they get special summoned. You see, you can special summon this card from your hand to one position of the link monster. So you summon this nigga, you bring out the Crusadia, you feel what I'm saying? You use them to bring out the dog, and ultimately, the shit, I ain't gonna go through the whole process. Ultimately, it brings out this nigga. And you end up with one spell card extra that you put in your hand. That's this card. Now, on my turn, I don't have to use this. I could just attack your ass. But if it's your turn and you try to use anything, now you gain that attack point. Look at this right here. Once per battle. Once per battle, not once per turn, nigga. It can happen multiple times that turn per battle. Once per battle, during this calculation, if this card battles a special summoned monster, which your Dark Fluid Dragon is, a special summoned monster, you can make this monster gain attack equal to that opponent's monster's attack. Never mind then, exactly. So when you battle me, I gain 13,000 attack, your monster dies. I took the shit out the game because it was too cheesy. Nobody could beat it. Nobody could do nothing with it. And then look, I still got this in the deck. This is God. You said God, this is the God card. In the story mode, this is literally when he turns to God. And then guess what happens when you do this? Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's effect. What? Nigga, this deck is too cheap. I stopped it for a reason. That's why I duel y'all with those weaker decks I still be fucking y'all niggas up with. But it's because it's too cheesy. It's too cheesy. Now, mind you, this also had Brilliant Fusion. You feel what I'm saying? And had the Gem Knights. So I'm burning life points. Like, bro, this shit was like... You got some BS... Yeah, this is a BS strategy, nigga. This is one that fucks niggas... Tell me, explain to me... Oh, you said never mind, so you already know what I'm talking about. But basically, there's no way Firewall, Dark Fluid Dragon could ever beat this nigga. No monster from the extra deck, or any monster special summon, period, could ever beat. Any monster that's gonna battle it, you can't beat this with battle. And then once you activate this shit, you can't even use what's this nigga? Galaxy Eyes. You can't use none of that shit. So it's like nothing I had to take him out, bro. I had to take him out. It's too cheesy. It's too cheesy. Now, mind you, I went beyond this. Yo, bro, it's a fusion monster. I took that shit out the deck. It's a fusion monster. It's a fusion dragon. I took that shit out the deck, nigga. It's too cheesy. And then look, mind you, that's just that. That's not including the mech lords. They just jump out just because. These niggas just come out. And if you got 2 or more, so it's like, that's just to pop all of your negates. When you say, oh, I send that card back, I negate that summon, that's why I got all these mech lords, just to run through negates. Pop that, pop that, pop that, pop that, pop that. No, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that. You can't do that. Listen, let me tell you something. Don't you see this right here? This is a World Legacy deck. When you attack me, I can make you lose 3,000 attack points. So it don't matter how many times you're going to subtract me. I'm going to make this shit drop by 3K if you battle my Link monster. And the thing is, how you going to make my attack points go to 0? Bro, are you not understanding? Hold up. When this Link Summon card is on the field, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Also, your opponent's monster cannot attack anything but this. You can't target nothing, and you have to attack this. And once I activate this card, it's unaffected. So nothing you can do can stop that, is what I'm trying to explain to you. Nothing, period. Nothing in the game. The only way you can stop that is to prevent me from summoning that nigga in the first place. Or prevent me from activating Crusadia Power. But once I play Crusadia Power, there's nothing that you could possibly do. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally, there's nothing you can do. And then because that this card could get popped, and they, you might get rid of it or whatever, we got this so we could resurrect it. We got Ib, so we could just keep bringing back the cards. It's just really broken, man. But it's too cheesy. So I just don't want to keep doing that to niggas. It's like, it's unfair, man. It's unfair, but I'm glad you can see, never mind. Anyway, so now that I proved my point, let's get out of that. I'm gonna go ahead but again, this is the reason why I dumbed down my decks. In case you never realized, and why you be like, oh, how can you lose to AI? It's because it's too easy for me to win, bro. To be honest with you, it's too easy. Once you know how to play, and you really pay attention to those rules, it's too easy, man. It's like too easy. And meanwhile, look at that deck. It had no hand traps. Yet again, my point. I'm going against the meta, but still creating shit that's like impossible to get past. Because it's just taking your time and strategizing, man. That's all it is. You gotta take your time and strategize. You feel me? You do that shit too with some of your decks, with that Cold Talker deck. You feel me? But I do this shit consistently with every single deck that I have across every single account that I have. And the same goes for my wife. You feel what I'm saying? This Dark Magician girl, this is my wife account. Alright, let's go to the profile and look at this number. This is her account. As you can see, she got that collector's file for the Dark Magician girl and the Dark Magician. Now that's not finished yet, but don't trip, fam, because we're gonna get that shit filled all the way up. You feel me? But you can see a lot of them cards is filled up though. You feel me? But this is one of my wife's channels. You feel what I'm saying? The Dark Magician girl, so it's 237-000-509. Y'all go ahead and tap in, man. Because she's also a great duelist, and there's great duels over there. We'll go into looking at these replays another time. But as you can see, for the Atem deck, it's the same thing. We also got that thing over there. But we don't use hand traps, man. We don't use hand traps. You say your Borolo is on the same level as your Cold Talker? Alright, well, let me see. I did the impossible math. A deck could not physically brick left. Oh, now that right there, I respect. That's how my whatchamacallit is getting. My Dark Magician. So on my main account, I don't want to avoid being able to break. Like even in my Tingy deck, I could break because I don't want to be invincible. I just want to have the power to be invincible so that I can still lose. That's how you can remain humble. But with my Dark Magician account, I don't want to lose at all. Like I'm trying to fuck everybody up. Yeah, on that account because it's representing Yugi, man. I gotta do my thing. This is my wife's main account. Look at that shit, nigga. Ow, ow, ow. Now listen, talk about kitty, nigga. You see that motherfucker? Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. This shit is broken. Broken. She got the Dragon Maze up there on the side, you feel me? 670-333-801. That is her duelist ID. Make sure you follow her as well. Tremendous dueling on this side as well, you feel me? We got now here's the thing. Blue Angel, if I'm not mistaken, this is Minato. Isn't this your first account? Am I bugging or what, bro? Cause like you got a lot of accounts. If I'm not mistaken, Blue Angel was also your account. Let me look at this profile. I feel like this is Minato's account, bro. I remember facing Blue Angel, but I also check your deck. Let me see what type of card this nigga is using. With Dolce. Yo, is this your account or what, bro? What the fuck? Alright, anyways, that's besides the point. This I do know is one of Minato's accounts. Minato Aries. We did a lot of dueling against this account. We did a lot of dueling against this account. Another Minato Aries. And I do believe that Blue Angel was another Minato. Yeah. But anyways, that's that. But yeah, building your deck so that you're not getting bricked is that's how you go, man. That's pretty good. Anyways, we love y'all, man. Make sure y'all love yourselves and each other. Make sure y'all subscribe to my wife at Stoner Gamer Girl. Make sure y'all tap in with Minato. As you can see, we just pulled up his duelist IDs twice on the accounts. We're gonna log back in. We got a new account and a new duelist ID. 611. Is that the one with your new code talker and all of that stuff on it? Because we want to make sure that we take the right one so that when we get into the next thing, we're good to go. Yeah, alright, so let's take that number down real quick. That is 572-089-611. Alright. Alright, so we'll be back and we will make sure you look at the section that says Duel Academy, and then you'll see us streaming from one of those accounts. Alright, we'll catch y'all next time. In the meantime.